So the first thing we talked about, what is the role of the follower?
Find squish.
Yeah.
Find the squish.
What is the role of the leader?
Be a tree.
To be squishable, right? Yeah, essentially. Right? So we'll demonstrate. I say, they're squished that way.
Okay.
Right?
I found it.
She found it right here. It was on the other side of me. Conversely, if I go, they're squished that way, I'm no longer leading, I'm just floating. It's not a very good treat.
Okay. And also, what is squish?
Something like a sponge. Yeah. It's when the force between two bodies changes the shape of the body. Right? So if I just lightly touch, the shape of my hands doesn't change. As soon as I push in or I pull out, once it changes the shape of the parts touching, you have squish. It's actually less than you think you need.
And then also, another thing we talked about was that the closer we get, what happens to the hands?
It goes down.
Yeah, it goes down.
Okay.
And the farther we get, then...
The squish is formed only by gravity.
And distance.
Yeah.
Yep. Nice.
I mean, if you're closer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. What is required other than gravity and distance to make sure that our follower doesn't float away? Right? What do we have to do? What technique do we need to use?
Keeping the fingers down.
To keep her balance.
Yes, keeping the balance is a very good one.
Enough surface.
Yeah.
When you put in your hands.
Yep.
Colors.
And Jeannie has her fingers bent, and I have my fingers bent, and they fit together like hooks. Okay. Good. When we lead our followers, we lead them straight through us, and then get out of the way and get back in line with where they were going.
Okay. And then also, I'm making sure that my torso is staying parallel to my leader. As a default.
Yeah. Good. Any other things that you guys want to make sure you remember from kite and willow tree? We'll demo it. 3, 2, 1. Moving on. So for conversational dance, we started off with what?
We started with the exercise. Pose.
Posing exercise. So Jeannie makes a pose, I make a pose.
So we're just passing the ball back and forth that way. We added heights
Distance.
and also the timing in between. Yeah.
Okay. Once we got there, we took short little dance interludes, maybe. And if we ran out of ideas,
Yeah.
one of us walked in a circle, the partner followed, and if I ran out of the ideas and started the circle, I still have to lead the next thing.
Alright, then after that, we incorporated it into our kite and willow exercise.
So I lead the kite and willow, Jeannie styles.
So I have an option to not do any styling, or maybe I add a little bit of something.
Eventually we got to the point where I could either just lead the move, or, yeah, that's fine,
Okay.
or if she styles, I can also style some way, or just lead the move. The only rule was the leader can't initiate the styling, you have to wait for the follow-up of that, and that once you do your styling, you have to wait for your partner to take their turn before you get another turn.
And we also did the exercise with the beep machine game, where one person is the machine, and then the other person has to make sure that they're not interrupting the connection.
Beep, 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 beep. starting positions, which were
Anybody who calls out.
open, closed,
Embrace,
embrace,
two-hand,
hand open,
Same time.
and same hand open. Good. The executions were the different types of moves that we think of as moves. What was the first one?
Inside turn. First one.
Move together or move with, yeah. Second one, pass by. Third one,
free turn.
free turn. Which is what? What is a free turn?
You like your partner.
Yeah, where you break contact with your partner, so you're not touching before reestablishing. And then we had, which other two turns?
Inside and outside.
Inside turn and outside turn, yep. Inside turn is where the turning partner's hand goes inside at the beginning of the turn. An outside turn is one where the turning partner's hand stays outside. Right? Yep. And then we practice combining them in different ways, and then we added in follower styling at the end points, so that even if the leader did the same thing as somebody else, the followers could make it different, as long as the leaders remembered to give space. Thank you guys very much.